Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jalen Says. And today we're with Mr. Jason Zlatkus. Hello.
Hey there.
Hey, how are you today, sir?
Doing really good today. Doing great.
Nice, nice. Before we get this started, I know I told you this in private, but yes, those chips were very good. If you didn't see, it was like a year back almost, or wow, that was long ago, but it was a year back. You got me some crawfish chips, which were really good, by the way. They were really nice.
Yes. When from my last appearance on your show, or my first appearance on your show, I should say, we talked about how we had a similarity in taste of that we both liked crawfish, and that recently I discovered crawfish chips, and you had never heard of them. So my wife actually ordered them while we were still talking, and you received them, which is great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't think crawfish chips were a thing. I also wouldn't think ketchup chips were a thing, but hey, they're both a thing, so.
They're both a thing. Ketchup chips is a thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's in Canada. Some people like them, some people don't. I never had them because I'm not in Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you interview someone from Canada, then they can send you some chips.
Yeah, maybe. Don't know how that's gonna taste. Ketchup chips.
Right.
Someone try them. You should just put ketchup on a chip if you like ketchup chip. But it really brought out the flavor in the ketchup, they said.
It made ketchup better, which is pretty hard to do.
Hey, it may have made it better. It may have not. With their expression, it may have not, but
it might not have.
yeah. But to also bring something up,
yeah,
you have your own show. We were just talking about that a little bit ago. You have your own show, which is called Coffee Break Thursdays with Jason Zlatkus. I have that linked in the description below, so check it out. Make sure you check it out. But what inspired you to do that?
So it sort of happened. It really happened on accident. Ultimately, I was cast in a film called Coffee Breaks, a movie called Coffee Breaks, and in order to get funding, they wanted to start doing a promotion for the movie, in which they told me, would you like to be interviewed by the director? And and I'm an actor, so I do interviews, and I get interviewed, I guess I should say. And when I did the interview, the director, he kind of didn't have any questions. He kind of wasn't prepared, so I just took over and started asking him questions and making it interesting, because I just wanted to have fun with it. And and so the next thing I know, they write me and they go, listen, you did the show, you ended up sort of hosting this show, would you do it again? And I was like, yeah, I guess I would do it again. So then they had me interviewing other members of the cast, and then people told me how much they liked it and how much they enjoyed watching the show. And so we started to have people outside of the cast of Coffee Breaks come on the show as guests, and now it's just a show for actors. And really, it's just me fooling around for an hour. It's not very serious. It's not I don't know that anybody learns anything on my show, but I want to tell you though that my show I, at least as a host, was inspired by you, because I was on your show. This was like you said, it was like a year ago, or I think it was during quarantine. So I want to say it was 2020 sometime. I think it might have even been March of 2020. I'm not sure, but it was March of sometime. But anyway, so I was really inspired by your show and how much fun it is, and how it doesn't feel real stressful. Like on other actors' shows or other shows, they're very not stressful. So I was inspired by your show to go that direction with it. So hats off to you for giving me the courage to do my own show, man. That was so that was the thing. But yeah, there was a lot of I find you to be a big inspiration. That if you can do it, I feel like, okay, maybe I have a shot too. Yeah.
Well, thank you. But on your last episode today, you were wearing X-ray glasses. Did they work?
I was wearing X-ray glasses. You're right. And I always wanted to try X-ray glasses. And I can tell you not only do they not work, but you can't see through them at all. So I was really, even in the scenes that I'm wearing the X-ray glasses, I'm fumbling with the phone. I can't really see. I'm sort of looking through a hole like the size of like a hole punch. It's so tiny that no, they don't work. And I was really, it's one of those things, right? Like everybody, like I had to know if it worked. So, I'm holding my hand up to the sky. Like you're supposed to look through and hold your hand up. And the only thing it did was make me blind. So I would have to say it didn't. In fact, not only did it improve my vision, it hindered my vision. So that's a no.
Yeah, say what you say. Yeah, definitely. You're just lying to keep the secrets from the FBI from us.
That's what it is. That's what it is, and it's true. I've been known to pull off a terrible magic trick or two. So I'm definitely a guy who can keep a magic secret.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you got any spare, I won't tell anything about the FBI and all that,
Spare secrets or spare glasses?
Both, actually. I won't say anything. Actually, no. This conversation never happened.
That's right. It wasn't live on Jalen Says. Right.
Yeah. Send me those. No, wait. Not what? Send me what? Like, whatever. But you also been doing a lot of commercials too, which I've also seen a lot of. I'm gonna end off with my favorite one, actually.
End off with you have a favorite commercial of mine, is what you're saying.
Well, it's not like your favorite acting or anything. It's more like the favorite thing, the favorite product kind of thing.
Yeah, because as you know, I advertise I advertise wacky products and things that I don't know that anyone uses, yet alone me. And they as people, I don't know if people know this, but as a commercial actor, I don't really know what I'm promoting. They call me up and they mostly now they send me a text, right? Nobody calls, but they send me a text and they say, what are your dates? What are your availabilities? And I try to always be available. So I go, I'm available whenever you need me if it's a paying role. And so they go, okay, we'll get back to you. And then they go, okay. And what they do then is they submit me to a client. And the client could be anybody. I don't know who it is at this point. So if the client likes my look or they like my previous work, or if the producer of the commercial, whoever's shooting the commercial, pitches me really well, like, hey, we like this guy or this is the right guy, then then they select me. Then they come back to me and they say, we want to book you for Friday or we want to book you for whatever day, and then they do. And then I get there and they go, or a day before, they go, here's what we're advertising. And then that's when I find out what it is.
Anything at all. You're like, okay, yeah. So by the way, like when you get here, so we made a new commercial for the world's hottest chip, aka the one chip. It's like this chip made with the Carolina Reaper, aka the world's hottest pepper. But now there's this new other pepper that isn't declared as the world's hottest pepper, but it is technically. It probably will burn your tongue off. But hey, you have to try it. Here's all the specs about it. Here's the warnings that it may burn your tongue off. So yeah, get ready, pal. You're on 10.
Right. So, okay. So that almost is exactly how it is. Usually, okay. So one time it was a very similar situation, but it was sheep placenta powder. So like, how a sheep gives birth and then they come up with this powder from something out of that. And we'll just go with that. And they said to me, we want you to eat, we want to make a commercial for this. And I was like, yo, but it was really good payday. So I said, all right, I'll do it. And I was like prepping myself, like, oh my God, what is sheep placenta powder? I'm going to have to eat it. I didn't even know what it was. Like, all I know is what the words mean. I don't know what it is. So they come to my house and because they paid me extra. They go, listen, we need a realistic kitchen. We'll pay you more money if we can shoot it at your house. And I said, all right, yeah. If you want to pay me more money, that's a deal, right? So I go, yeah. I go, come on over. So they come to my house and I go, oh my God, got sheep placenta powder. And they go, listen, we didn't think you'd actually eat it. So we brought probiotics. They go, we brought probiotics, and probiotics are nothing. They're in yogurt. They're in, probiotics are good for your digestion. It looks like a powder, but it's nothing. And so I go, yeah. I wasn't really wanting to eat any placenta anything.
Oh, you
And
did?
so I didn't. But I do like a 7.5 minute documentary on how this sheep placenta powder has helped me. And how it's the miracle of life, and how it's been great for my skin and keeping me young looking, and how I can exercise and I lost all this weight because of it. But the truth is I've never even seen it. I don't even know where you can buy it, but I'm in a commercial for it. And,
They're like, this is not paid actors on the white words at the bottom. These are paid actors. Like,
right. And so they bill it as 100% real. And it wasn't shown in the United States. It was shown in South Korea. So I don't know what the rules are there. I only know they paid me to do it. They paid me to say all that stuff. And I didn't, and so I didn't actually, like I said, I've never seen it. A couple of weeks ago, I'm on set. I'm making a commercial for a no smoking, and it's this stuff. And I really hope it works. I really hope it does. But it's this stuff that you put in the bottom of a cigarette, and it's supposed to help block the nicotine. And that way, if you get less nicotine and tar, you'll want to smoke less. But the truth is I quit smoking 17 years ago when my child was born. I didn't quit smoking 2 weeks ago with this product that just came out. So you know what I mean? But I had to pretend, and I don't smoke on screen. There's things I won't do. I don't smoke on screen, but I pretend that, look, man, you got to quit smoking, and I used to put this product. So the truth is, yeah, I make commercials for a bunch of stuff I've never seen before.
Okay. Well, that really brings my hope down for my favorite one, because that really brings my hope down for that one. But okay, there's still a chance. This may ruin the chance right here. But have you ever used a product that you had a commercial for? Don't tell me the product. Just have you ever used a product?
Yes. So there was a product, or there is a product that I appeared in an ad for, and I used the product before I got the commercial.
You still use the product?
Yes, I still do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That has my hopes up a little bit.
And now, not only do I use it, but my son uses it too. But I used it before they hired me.
Okay, that probably brings my hope down for this object. As soon as you said my son uses it, that
wasn't it. So
that really. Okay, well, that was ruined, but I'll still talk about it at the end. But
okay.
Okay, so
I can't wait to hear. It's very exciting.
Thinking of what was that product?
So that product, excuse me, drinking some coffee during the show. That product that I used before is Everyman Jack, and it's a men's grooming product.
I was just about to talk about that.
Yeah, man. So that's a great story, because how I got hired to do the Everyman Jack ad was they put out a casting call. It was an open casting call, and they're based out of San Francisco. So San Francisco, when I lived there, because I live in Los Angeles now, which has changed since I last talked to you. Last time I talked to you, we were shooting in San Francisco, and when I was in San Francisco is the second largest commercial market in the United States after Los Angeles, and the reason is because all the tech companies and all the companies that are there. Everyman Jack happens to be one of the companies based out of San Francisco. So I submitted to be in this commercial where guys are in the shower. And basically it was like, they're gonna show you washing your hair. And when they saw me without my shirt on, they realized I have a bunch of tattoos. And they went, oh, you have comic book tattoos. And so they said, well, we like that, but we wonder if we could cover it with soap, or we're wondering if what we could do. And so they ultimately decided not to use me for the shower commercial because I had tattoos.
Wait, you have comic book tattoos?
I do. I have a Captain America on my left arm, and I have a Superman on my right arm.
Okay.
And so they and I had those.
Which version of him?
Which version? So Superman is from the Christopher Reeve version from when I was a kid, and Captain America is the version would have been probably from the 80s comic books that I took it. So it's way before the movies and way before the popularity of Marvel sort of exploded. It was more like, why do you have nerd tattoos? But Anyway.
Wait, I have a fun fact. Did you know
Okay.
that Stan Lee's publisher, when Stan Lee was pitching an idea for a superhero, he was like, "Okay, I have this good superhero story for you. It's about this kid superhero, and I don't know what type of bug, but he's gonna be called like Bugman or something, and he has to deal with like teenage stuff, but as a superhero." And his publisher was like, "Bro, no." No, but he ended up doing it. He ended up making this Bugman or Spider. I'm not sure if he called it Spider-Man at the time, but it was Bugman. And as soon as it started gaining popularity, the publisher called him back like, "Oh man, you know that new comic you published? Bugman, the one I was dying to tell you to use. The one I was literally begging you to make a comic about. The one that I literally went on my hands and knees." And back, no, you didn't beg me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I definitely told you to use that comic. But yeah, that thing's getting a lot of publicity. So yeah, do it. And after that story, he said, "Follow your dreams, kids. And if a dumb idiot says don't do something, you should do it."
There you go. After that story, he said, "Follow your dreams, kids."
Yeah.
So, cool. Well. So then, anyway, so they called me back 2 months later and said, "We saw you had Marvel tattoos. Would you like to be in an ad for our new product with Marvel?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." So I'm featured in an ad for them for Everyman Jack with their Marvel tie-in, with holding Spider-Man product.
Yes.
And speaking of Bugman, and even though I asked them, I said, "Come on, you got to let me hold the Captain America product." They said no. They said Spider-Man is who the crowd wants to see. You have to hold the Spider-Man product. So they made me.
Yes. Which one do you like better? Spider-Man, Captain? I'm not talking about the superheroes in general. I'm talking about Everyman Jack. Which product version do you like better? The Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man?
I think probably the Black Panther one is really good. The Black Panther one has like a I don't know, it's minty and like the Black Panther one is really good. Winter something.
Nice.
Yeah, the Black Panther one is good. I can't remember what it's called, but that's a good one. I just remember it's the Black Panther bottle.
Nice. I need to try that. I
don't know, if they still sell those. I mean, that was last year's ad, so I'm assuming they still sell them. I don't know what their contract looks like. That I'm not privy to.
Okay, cool. I'll check out if they still sell them. I will. And peace to Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther of Marvel, and they're not recasting a Black Panther, which I heard. They're doing something new. Don't know what it is, but it's something.
Yeah, I was in a Las Vegas and I did a live runway show, and it was right after the pandemic, and it was one of the first like in-house runway shows, and it just started in Las Vegas, and it was really cool. And a designer had made a lot of these vests that were painted with images of the Black Panthers, the actual Black Panther Party from Oakland, because the designer was from Oakland. One of the vests, though, was painted with Chadwick Boseman, and he had died only, I think, like a month before this took place. And they asked me to wear that in the fashion show, and I was lucky to wear the vest that honored Boseman, shortly after he died, man, and to be among other guys who were of the actual Panther Party. To me, it was a serious honor. Like, I thought that was really, really cool that I was asked to do that and represent in such a way for Chadwick Boseman. So, I thought that was cool. And in Las Vegas, no doubt. So, can't beat that.
Yeah. So what was the most amount of fun you had in Las Vegas?
Okay. So Las Vegas overall to me is a very overhyped place, man. I don't dig Las Vegas too much, but the coolest thing for me was we went and saw inside the Luxor, the pyramid, we went and saw this exhibit that was dedicated to the Titanic. And it had all kinds of actual artifacts and actual things that they had recovered from the wreckage of the Titanic, wow, including a huge piece of the ship that they had brought up and had it restored. And they have to apparently every 20 years or something, they have to touch it up because of how they don't want it to break down or disintegrate, I suppose is the word. So, basically, but seeing these, and everything in there was in these glass boxes that were temperature controlled because of how fragile the stuff is. To think that it had been underwater for 100 years when, they had pulled it up. And I didn't know that such stuff existed. And they had complete suitcases from people who had died in the Titanic. They had found their suitcase. So they had like everything that was in it in one glass display case, like showing this all belonged to, Passenger Smith or whatever his name was. And they had his ticket in some cases. The artifacts they had from the Titanic were unreal. And that was the best thing I saw in Las Vegas.
I have one question for you. Did they have a chef's hat?
I don't know. They had a ton of dishes, everything you could possibly think of from the dining room. Everything as far as like little teacups to wine glasses to like all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. They did have paper products, but there might have been. They had clothing, so it's possible.
Do you know why I asked you that question?
No. It's fascinating.
You know how like literally almost no one besides who were in the lifeboat survived the Titanic?
Right.
Well, there was one person who did. In the negative 20 Celsius degrees was this chef. After his duties, he was the top chef. So after his duties, he was having a good time drinking some alcohol in his room. And then he heard the Titanic was sinking. So calmly, he got everyone onto the lifeboat, everyone he can. And when he was offered a seat at the lifeboat, he declined it and let someone else get in. So then he went back to his room to drink alcohol while the ship was sinking. Everyone was panicked, but no, he was just sitting there, drinking away. And somehow he survived. He literally swam in the negative 20 Celsius degrees, and for two whole hours, he was swimming in the negative 20 Celsius degrees and survived. He was actually very okay. Like, he was able to get back to work in like a week or a couple days.
He was back to work chefing on the Titanic.
No, not
a couple of days.
Like at his normal workplace, like at his normal chef place.
Oh, okay.
After the Titanic sank, he was underwater in the negative 20 Celsius degrees and swimming for 2 hours. He was fine.
And that's how Red Lobster got founded.
Yes, exactly.
He became the founder of Red Lobster from that harrowing tale.
Obviously, it's not like I don't know that. It's like obviously. Like,
so he was wearing a chef's hat while he survived. Was he wearing a chef's hat?
No, but I was just wondering if they had a chef's hat to, commemorate what happened, that the chef survived the Titanic.
There are so many things there to read and see that you can't possibly even read it all. If they mentioned him, then I wouldn't have known that. But I don't know that this was dedicated so much to the survivors. It was more like it wasn't about people's death either. It was more about the actual, artifacts of the ship.
Wow.
Not too much. I mean, there's some story to it, but most of that was corny. They had these terrible actors on these videos, and these terrible actors were like, when I was in the Titanic and the boat was going down, and it was horrible.
Have you watched the Titanic movie?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm old enough. I saw it in a theater on opening day. Yeah, and I can tell you, she was my girlfriend at the time. She's my wife now. I cried and cried and cried. Like, that movie got to me, man. Like, wow. It did. I think that's one of the best movies ever made. Like just because of the sheer size and scale of the special effects and the story and how many people are involved. I think it's a pretty phenomenal film.
You cried at a movie, huh? I never cried at a movie. Never.
You never cried at a movie?
Never. Like, there's some points in a movie that I get so close, but my eyes are literally dry. So, hey, I never cried at a movie.
You were like, I want to cry. I want to cry, but dust comes out. My eyes just go. Pff.
Yeah, I want to cry, but immediately just evaporates into thin air. I want to cry, but immediately when it almost happens, all the moisture is sucked from my body and put back in. Yeah, that's the reason why I have a pet today.
You have a pet because all of the moisture was sucked from your body and put back in?
Well, that and also I watched a movie that made my mom cry. So yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure I told you about this. It was a dog's journey, and that got me my pet, and now I have two.
So your mom saw the movie A Dog's Journey and was so sad that you decided that you guys needed to rescue a dog.
No, I don't have a dog. I have a bearded dragon and a skink. The supreme animals.
How did A Dog's Journey get you a bearded dragon and a skink?
My mom still didn't want me to have a dog, so I guess it was either a snake or a bearded dragon.
A bearded dragon. You know, yeah. One time I was at a Thanksgiving once where there was a bearded dragon tank, and it was a very weird experience.
Did you pet one?
No, you know, my son has a couple of leopard geckos, but the bearded dragon thing, to me, I'm not too into them. You know, it's a bearded dragon.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
A bearded lady. A bearded lady. That's something.
So you're telling me you're not into dragons, right? You're not into bearded dragons, right?
Well, I didn't watch Game of Thrones, so I don't know about dragons too much.
Okay, wait one second. Let me just do this real quick. You know, I didn't really want to do this, but I guess I had to. Yes, okay, I am right. Oh my gosh. If I just paused for like a couple of seconds to find this and I wasn't even right. Well, what is that on your shirt, huh? What is it, huh? What is that on your shirt?
Dungeons and Dragons.
And it is a dragon. Okay. Yeah.
It is indeed a dragon. And you know, that's for my son. You caught me. Jalen. You are on it, man.
I did. I recently just watched it and I was like, he wears a dragon shirt. That may be useful information for the future.
You caught me with that bearded dragon setup question. That was a good one. You know, the bearded dragon, you know, it's just a thing. I thought, you know, it should shave. It would look younger. Then it wouldn't be, you know, it would be the young looking dragon.
Maybe. You know, the beard actually stores food for 2 hours, I'm pretty sure at max, or a day at max.
2 hours, somewhere between 2 hours and a day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a major hazard for choking, but hey, it's worth it if you can, you know, store that McDonald's burger you really wanted for another day or so.
You're saying as if we were like the bearded dragon, or are you saying like your actual beard?
Well, the bearded dragon's beard, if you could just store, you know, sure, it makes like a choking hazard or stuff like that, but if you could store that McDonald's burger for a couple more hours or so.
How many McNuggets could you fit in there?
Well, with a bearded dragon, one small one, but for us, I mean, you could probably fit like a 20-pack, you know.
A 20-pack, yeah.
Keep it stored in there, very good. Yeah. But also,
yeah,
I got way off track, but let's get back to my favorite commercial you were in.
Okay.
As the one for tactical traps.
Yeah, so I figured when you said that my kid shouldn't use it, I figured that's what you're talking about. Yeah, the tactical traps, for those who don't know, is a gun storage system, and it's basically a shelf that looks like an average shelf, but has a secret compartment where it drops out with a hydraulic system, or I guess it's pneumatic, it's air. So it's you know, it has a pneumatic system that comes down, and it has your guns there for easy access. So the idea is to keep them safe, and at the same time, you know, have them accessible. And I'm in that commercial, but again, I don't have that product. I'd heard of it beforehand. I had heard of it, but I did not. Yeah, that's the ad. There you go. Right.
Yep. And you know what I thought of when I saw this?
Concealed, but also accessible. It makes me feel good about protecting my family. It makes me feel good about I get to my guns to my guns when I need.
Well, you know what I thought of when I saw this? it's somewhere in this video, but when I saw your holster for the gun, it was an automatic assault rifle. So what I was thinking is, like someone tries to break in your house, you're like, oh, wait 1 second, let me just get my card over here. It's just right here.
Well, still, and again, right? But if you have your guns in a safe, which is where they should be, there's time to get it, and sure, the card. The idea is that the card is, I guess. Now again, let me preface this. I don't have one. I don't have. I don't own that item. I've never seen one in person. So when I got there, they went, "This is what you're selling," and I looked it up beforehand because I needed to know points about it. I do my research on the product if they let me. I try not to take a job for a product that I won't, even though I don't want to endorse something that's really horrible, and this is a great product. Honestly, I think there's a use for it, and everybody that's seen it, a lot of people want one. The thing for me is like you said, the guns they give me, first of all the guns we use are fake. They're all airsoft guns. There isn't a live gun on the set. There's not one in the building. Nobody has one there. All of the guns are fake. And that's on purpose. None of us know what we're doing, so we're just people making it. I'm an actor. Do I know how to handle a gun properly? Yes, I do. But that's not the point about having live guns on the set. So we make this commercial, and they tell me what to say. And the truth is that they don't tell me what to say. They tell me. They tell me the themes.
So they just want you to basically improv. And I have another thing about that, but they basically want you to improv it, use your own words, but make sure it's on this subject kind of way.
Right. They want to make sure that I address that it can, that the foam can be cut to any size. They want to make sure that I address that it's convenient and that it's safe. They want me to address certain points in commercials, and that's what I do. And the new format for commercials that we're doing is that sort of testimonial you see. So the more real it seems, the more they like it. Where we kind of do I guess they have a name for it, but it's like a YouTube testimonial where I come on and I go, "Oh man, you guys got to hear this. You got to know about this product. You got to know about that." That's what we're doing these days. So it's not so much where we come on anymore and we go, you need your teeth whitened, brush with Colgate. Now we go, "Man, check it out. Dude, I've been using Colgate and you're going to like it too." So you know what I mean? So what I'm saying in the commercial is, "Hey, I use this and you're going to love it." But the truth is I've never seen it. And
and if someone has guns, you would like them to use gun safety too.
Yeah. But I want people to use knife safety. I want people to use bicycle and car safety.
Yeah, I know you. I know you want a lot of safety in this.
So that gun thing, interesting thing too enough is that's not my house. That's a fake wall. The shelf is on the wall, but they mounted it just a little bit before I got there. And then they put up a few decorations to make it look like the place. And I walk in and they pick out the clothes I'm wearing and they go, put this on. And then I go do it in front of it. And if I can do it in less than an hour, then that's the best bet.
Yeah. I have one question for you. Do you use coffee safety?
Yeah. I filter all of my coffee.
Oh, yes. Do you use coasters?
Yeah, you have to, because everything is antique, or some kind of collectible. So it all has to be saved.
Yes, and you also need to make sure you hold it by the handle. You don't want to burn hands, because that will lead to a burnt pants. And that's a very important thing, coffee safety in this world. Without that, the world would be in chaos.
It's true. You could get sued over the temperature of your coffee.
That is true. Like if you accidentally spill coffee on your friend,
or on your lap.
Oh my God. Oh no, I just thought of it. No, my friend, he spilled coffee on his lap. God.
And he got burnt.
I'm glad you're using coffee, Safi. It's very important in this world.
There you go.
Very important. Miss Angel Loves Gospel said, "I like geckos."
Yes. Yeah, they're pretty great. And my son has, like I said, he has two of them. One of them, it was sort of a rescue gecko. He saw it we were at a convention, and it looked like it was needing a little assistance. So he decided that was the one he was going to take home, and brought it home. And it's really, I think it's really blossomed, really come back to life. So he's so yeah, they're great pets. And you know what? Honestly, other than the crickets, the geckos are almost no work. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Oh, how I wish I could have a reptile party with my pets. I wish they wouldn't try to fight each other. That would be a good party. Really
Reptile
would.
party.
Yeah. Don't, guys, if you don't know, don't put your reptiles in the same cage if they're not the same species or they don't know each other.
Right. If they don't know each other, then definitely don't. You want to introduce them first. You want to go, look, that's Larry, that's Bill.
Yeah.
Now you guys know each other.
Oh, especially not skinks though, because they do you know how they mate? They bite to the males bite onto the females.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it actually leaves marks that need to be shedded off.
Well, that's aggressive.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it is. If my skink tried to do that to my pet JJ, well, my skink doesn't have teeth. JJ does. My skink has soft skin. JJ doesn't. So it'd be like a very horrible thing,
Yeah.
Hey, how I wish for a reptile party.
That sounded like a commercial though, a little bit. Like this bar of soap has moisture. JJ doesn't. And this bar of soap has a lather and JJ doesn't. Like it sounded like a commercial. Like you want to buy that bar of soap, not JJ, because JJ doesn't have it.
Okay. But I am doing a script writing class right now. So yeah, shout out to Coach John. I'm doing some script writing.
Coach John! What up, Coach J?
I don't know where he is relative to me, but
JJ?
Yeah.
Coach John, we're doing okay, so you're doing a script writing class. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what kind of script are you writing?
I'm writing I'll get this as short as possible to not spoil the short story. It's basically about this mother and child who are not living in a good situation right now because of their abusive father. So, yeah, that's basically the shortest way I could tell it.
So it's a heartwarming tale.
Yeah, it's a heartwarming tale.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Oh, it actually kind of is. It actually kind of is. But give me some stuff that I haven't been in as many sets as you have. So can you give me some things about the sets, about the directors, screenwriters, and about the sets you've been in? Give me some pointers on that.
So you mean as far as going to write a story? Or you mean as far as like being on set and being around those people? Like, well, like what do you mean by what do you mean?
Around being around the people, like what do they do? Like what do you see in scripts that you use? Like what do you see in them?
Right. So, being around the people, everybody, it's really interesting when you're on a set because every set is different. Some sets are very strict. Some sets are at a rented location. Some sets are at someone's house. So it really just sort of depends, at least in the films I'm in, at least at the level I'm in. We kind of shoot, just about all over the place. But oftentimes the writer of the story is not there. Unless the writer is also the director or the writer is one of the actors, typically the writer's not on the set. The story's been given to someone or someone else has it. But I haven't been on any sort of major set where the writer's there too. Okay, one time. And it was because she was also funding it and the scenes were being shot at her house. The thing about that project, though, was the writer was very, very close to the story. it had happened to a friend of hers. The actual story being told was a true story that had occurred to the writer. So they were very, very close to the project. Otherwise, the writer is also the director, that kind of thing. So, so usually the writer is not really there. The director is there, may have written the story too, but they act more of a director function, not in interpreting the script or telling you what really happened. Even though we're doing it this way cinematically, this is what happened in real life. That that kind of stuff isn't typical. Usually, it's a very fast-paced environment with the actors sitting around quite a bit. So that's what it is. So it's more like you get there and there's people like setting up lighting, setting up sound, and getting ready, and the director's running around and trying to make this. And where's the people I need for this shot? And if you're not in that scene, then you just sit around for hours and hours and hours.
Oh yeah, that happens.
So my thing is when as far as what I look for in a script, it's not so much about the words as it is about the character. For me, it's scripts are one thing, and they've got to keep you interested. Just like any story or any book or even any interview, it has to keep you interested, or you won't continue to do it. But ultimately, for me, about whether or not I do the role is whether or not I like the character. Whether or not I think there's an advancement for me to portray that character on film. And it's not always about the payday. Commercial work is typically only about the payday. But when it comes to a script, short film, or a movie, it's a lot about the character, because those things don't typically pay. So they're more about a passion. You do commercials for the money and you do film for the love is what typically happens as an actor. So when I'm choosing what project to do, then it's about the character for me.
Okay. And you said on the level that I am acting right now. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, I'm not on, this week's hot Netflix show. I'm not even on last week's hot Netflix show. I'm not on a TV series. I'm not Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just a guy who makes commercials, stars in, indie films, little movies, things that get on DVD, not stuff that your average person would watch. And so, when you're at your stuff that, like, if you mention some, in other words, like somebody like Steve Carell doesn't have to tolerate the same things I do. And I don't mean tolerate's the wrong word. What I mean is he can be more choosy than I can, so because of his status. And that's not to say he didn't pay his dues. I'm still in the dues paying phase. And I don't think anybody sort of thinks that way. I didn't mean it to come off, like arrogant, like when you get to Steve Carell, you don't have to do stuff. I don't think he even feels that way. But my point is that, right now, if Steve Carell comes up, you know who that is. You know what he's done. He doesn't have to sort of endure that what have you been in thing. And for me, I do. I'm aspiring. I'm not there yet. So that's what I mean by working at that level.
Well, you are pretty good though. I mean, you may not be Steve Carell as you say, but I mean, come on, stop being so modest.
Thank you. And thank you. I do like to do. I'm happy to work. I really am. I'm really happy to work, and it's good to do projects that pay. It's good to do projects that don't pay. And probably all actors feel that way. I think, at least the ones I talk to. So thank you. I'm very lucky to be a working actor. I am.
Okay. Well, that is pretty lucky though, because a lot of people want to do it. A lot of people can't get into it because it's basically luck of the draw most times, because you can be the exact right fit, but your hair is too short, or your chin is not aligned like Mr. Jason's is. You don't have a nice beard. Your mustache isn't thick enough. I've
Right.
been doing this one since I was a baby. It's still not thick enough. I want a mustache.
But okay, so for all those things, right? For all those things, sometimes I get ruled out. They go, we don't want somebody who looks like a superhero. We don't want somebody who looks modelly. We don't want a guy with a beard. We don't want,
yeah. We want someone with blue eyes. We want someone with gray eyes.
We want someone who looks regular, or we want somebody who looks, like everybody else, or we want somebody with a bit of a dad bod, or today I got one where they want a guy who's a farmer. And, they want an audition from me, but I don't feel like I necessarily look like a farmer, and at least not what I picture a farmer to look like. Maybe I'm the modern day farmer. I don't know.
Maybe.
But, so that's what I mean is I think there's a lot of different roles. For as much as I'll get a role, I won't get the role for the same reason. Like my tattoos. I didn't get the role the first time because I had tattoos. And the second time I got it because of the exact same tattoos. So who's to say? I have a beard this week. And the reason I'm doing the beard is because if they want me to shave it, I will. Because if they go, we want you to have a beard, that's much harder to do.
I mean, okay, can you grow a beard? We have it to be done. Like, you need to be here tomorrow. So if you can grow a beard by then, that would be great.
The last time I shaved it off, the guy says to me, he says, listen, I want you in a World War II movie. I was really, really honored to be asked, and I was really good in the performance I heard. And so I used it on my reel. I was really thrilled about this project, and I shaved my beard for it. And the very next week, my agency sends me this thing, and it's like looking for a guy who looks like the most interesting man in the world. And I was the guy in San Francisco that at the time that looked like that and no longer had a beard. So I lost it. I lost a job because I shaved, but I got to do another role because I shaved. So, you know what I mean? So it's
something.
How are you going to know? You just never do. And so I try to tell people, just do what you want. Be yourself. If as long as you're yourself, you're being true to yourself, then that's the best way to submit. And, I happen to be very lucky. I have a sellable look. And I think that's what you were saying. And I appreciate you saying that. I do at the moment have a sellable look. And I'm very lucky, and I worry about it constantly. I worry about it this is being real on your show. I worry about that my look will become unpopular. Maybe even that I won't change, but that all of a sudden now, guys like me are just not selling anymore, or guys like me are, maybe now I'm a little too old or whatever. But I do worry about my sellability factor as an actor. And so, but I think that realistically, especially in commercials, there's opportunities for everybody. I see lots of castings. It doesn't matter how many acting classes I take that I'll never get. They want somebody who can really use a pole saw. Or, they want somebody who can really ride
an arrow.
Exactly. So there's things like that no matter how good I look or how good anybody looks, they can't do those things, and they want somebody who can do that in a commercial. So that's what I mean. There's opportunities for everyone, I believe.
Yes. But before you said, you weren't some famous actor. I know you were trying to be modest there. It didn't really come through. I could obviously see you were just prepping yourself up, man, because you really, really are something. I mean, you also interview a lot of actors too on Coffee Breaks with Jason Zlatkus. Make sure to check it out. It's in the description. Make sure you check it out. You know what? I'll even put it in the comments because, check it out.
Thank you. Check it out. If you want to see more of my ramblings and insane stuff that I do.
I know that's the link. I know it'll probably be hard to just write down, but yes, that's the link if you have super fast typing speed. Yes.
There you go.
Yes, there it is.
Take a screenshot of it or something, maybe. I don't know.
Yes, but it's also in the comments, so check it out. And wow, that's really cool. So what was your favorite coffee break?
Man, we had a guy that was on the show. And I think, so I've had two that I think are probably my favorites. I like all of them. I have a good time. I really do have a blast. But I really like the one with a guy named Tyler Donovan. And he is a Marty McFly impersonator from Back to the Future. And man, he just had wild stories, and he just had crazy stuff to talk about. And so I thought a Back to the Future impersonator, how could that be? But I got to tell you, man, it was probably my favorite episode. It was like, I never knew that impersonating Back to the Future could be so much fun. The other one is we had a guy on the show, and I don't book the guests. I don't have anything to do with it. The producer tells me who the guests are, and they just come on. So I find out the week I'm doing the show who my guest is. Just like when I arrive on set, whoa, what am I selling? So the guests come on, but this time it was a guy named Rich Sheldon, and he is a musician, and he did live music on the show along with stories and tolerated my ridiculous humor, and man, it was just super entertaining. And so those I think were my most fun, and it was because I think I was the most entertained, personally. So that's and I do it for me. I do it to entertain myself.
I also heard there was a lady with the Brady Bunch. Who was that?
So Debbie Storm was on the show, and she was formerly on the Brady Bunch. She was in one episode of the Brady Bunch, but being from my generation, the Brady Bunch is like a big deal to us. And my kids have never seen it. My kids are your age, but for me, the Brady Bunch was something I saw a lot of as a child. So having somebody on the show who was on that show is pretty wild. But I tried not to focus too much on the Brady Bunch stuff. It is what it is. So it was a good time, though. Yeah, she was really cool. She was a great guest.
Nice. And make sure to check it out again. Here's the link. Copy it.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Random numbers and a whole bunch of stuff there. Hopefully somebody will get it if they want to see me.
Yes,
they can always Google me.
It's in the comments, so make sure to click the link or copy it. I don't know if it appeared as a link. Let me check that. But if it didn't, copy it and then paste it. It did appear as a link. I'm gonna share what I'm doing right now, so you guys must also do it. You guys click this link. Put it right here because I can't click the link or I'll exit. But click the link. Enter the link. Go to.
Did you see my hand on my face right there? I was like, oh, in that shot.
It's loading. Boom.
There it is.
Boom. It's you.
Look there. So there's me with and so I love that picture because that was in a movie I'm in called Forever Young, and I had I guess it was a co-starring role. Maybe it was a supporting role, but I got my name on the opening screen, and I was really excited about that, man. So that what you see there is genuine excitement on my face of having my name in a movie like that, man. That was and that movie was shot in Vallejo at the waterfront. We're in Vallejo, California, which is where every rapper wants to be from. So, that was a really good time.
Nice. And now since it's yes, she clicked it. Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Videos.
Yeah. And you can follow that to see my personal stuff too. And the show is one thing, and honestly, the show is what it is. But my goal, right, like any other actor, is to make movies. And I like the show. I like being a host. Like I said, it's fun, and it gives me a chance to talk about other actors. It gives me, what it does? It gives me a chance to find out that I'm not alone in my thinking. Like when I talk to another actor and I go, you also are broke? And they go, oh yeah, man. And you go, oh, okay, I feel much better about it now. When I talk to another actor and I go, wait, you doubt your talent? And they go, oh yeah, man. You go, oh, okay, I feel much better about it now. So, for me, that's what the show does, is it makes me feel like less of a freak, like less of a weirdo actor.
Well, I have 6 minutes left, so I want to keep this as a fun segment. But I also want to ask you a question about LA, since you moved to Los Angeles, California.
I want to keep it a fun segment, but I also want to talk about LA.
Well,
yeah.
What is your favorite place in California besides where you live in California?
Yeah. So, okay. So my favorite place, you know what? I got to go to the Magic Castle, and which is a magician's like haven. It's where all the best magicians in the world have played. It's the most historic, magic facility in the world. It's really, really cool. And I got to go there, and it's invite only, and you have to know a member. Like, it's super, super exclusive. And man, that might be my favorite place. But as far as regular places go, I love Universal. I love Universal. Universal to me is childhood memories and future. It's like everything all in one. I absolutely love it. And also, you know what I like? And I'm a history buff. I'm a guy who likes the old stuff, but the La Brea tar pits, man. La Brea tar pits are cool. They have like bones and dinosaur stuff and all these things that they dug out of these tar pits. And the tar pits are still active in LA. In fact, one of the roads now is like sinking because there's like tar underneath it. So like the tar pits are still going there. And so to me, it's like being, in a prehistoric, I mean, it's prehistoric, but it's like actual prehistoric time. So I love it. I absolutely love it. That's probably one of my favorite places in LA.
Nice. What is your favorite part of LA? Of being in LA?
The beach, man. The beach. Yeah, the beach is it for me. It's where God is. So that's where I like the beach. When I'm not, in pier. My goal is just to be a pier fisherman one day, get famous, and then just go out there on the pier and just fish and not catch anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also a fisherman. If you didn't know that, yes, I know how to fish.
Very cool.
Yes, have I caught anything? No, because when I tried to fish, the tides were high or low or something, so no fish was even there. But am I a fisherman? Yeah.
Right, that's me too. Right. I can cut bait like nobody else. I'm really good at bait cutting because that's all I do. I keep cutting it, putting it in the water, it disappears. I cut some more, I put it in the water, it disappears. I never catch a fish, but I'm good at lining it with bait. I'm good at feeding the fish. How about that? I'm good at losing a lure. I've lost a few lures in my day, man.
Okay, that's a talent right there, Hey, maybe you could go to the Guinness Book of World Records, the highest.
The most lures lost in a day. I'm probably that guy.
No, in an hour. No, you have to make it hard for them. Yes.
Oh, in an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be right beside you with the most fish caught in a day. You know how it is.
There it is.
Yeah. But for the remaining 2 minutes and 7 seconds, let's talk about something fun before I ask about your information and where we could find you and what your location is at all times and stuff like that. Stuff. But there's something that's going on with you and your Facebook page and your friends, and I have to ask all the audience a question about this. So first, let me go to this is right on, right? No. Need to change this. Okay. Now, look at this man right here. Okay. Look at him right here. Look. Look at him, right? And look at him. Same hair, same beard, and I honestly can't see a difference. But she said it better. You're more handsome. Yeah. That's the only difference I see.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty funny because I get that a lot. You look like Ben Affleck. So even right there, man, that really does look like me. And I get that all the time. Oh, you look like Ben Affleck. Does anybody ever tell you look like Ben Affleck? Well, they do. They tell me, and I decided to just put that out there and let people know.
Does anyone?
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Oh wait, I have a question. Does anyone tell you look like Ben Affleck? Just wanted to know.
No, what if I said to somebody, no? You think I look like Ben Affleck? What if I said that to somebody?
No one told. Oh my gosh, man!
No one's ever told me that, right?
Wow, man!
Right.
I'm surprised because you totally look like him.
Yeah. I'm this old and no one's ever said that.
Like if you show up to his house or something with his, face security. If you went up to there, you would automatically get in, man. Because like, I mean, come on, like.
Like, I live in Los Angeles. You think no one's ever told me I look like a famous person? Like, why would anyone think that was the first time? Why was anyone ever said? Has anyone ever said to you? Yeah, of course they've said it. I didn't just get here.
One of the most popular states in the United States.
Right. I didn't just get here. I didn't just get like I'm not from somewhere else. I just arrived. And they're like, wow, did anybody ever tell you you look like this person who's been famous for the last 20 years? Yeah. So yeah, they tell me. It's funny.
Okay, well, I have one thing I need to do after this, but this is the last thing.
All right.
Did you find any more exotic chips?
I have not found any more exotic chips, and I think about you when I see exotic chips. But the truth is I don't buy them. I see them sometimes at the store, and I don't buy them. I go, oh, that's a weird flavor, and I keep walking.
Okay. If I were able to get ketchup chips with you, would you FaceTime me eating them?
Absolutely.
Yes, we will try them together.
We could do a ketchup FaceTime. That would be so cool.
You know what? I'm gonna look this up on I'm gonna look this up on Amazon. Disregard what I last looked at because I definitely wasn't fact checking that a chef survived the Titanic. I already know that. like honestly.
I love it because I have to memorize all my facts for the show. I don't have any. I don't have this cool computer to look up E.L. Fudge survived the Titanic and decided to make cookies.
Boom. Sure, it's why is it $23?
Because you said they're from Canada, so it's probably $23 Canadian, which equates to about 70 cents, I think. No, I just made that up. I have no idea.
Why is it $46?
Maybe it's a case of chips. I can't see it.
Oh, yeah, it says 4 large bags, but still.
4 large bags, $10 a bag. Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's not like that in Canada because, they're always friendly.
That's right. They would never intentionally gouge anybody.
No, I'm not stereotyping Canadians. What are you talking about? No. Well, wait. No, it didn't show you the Amazon link. Oh no, it didn't show you the Amazon link. Oh. Okay, well, it's not showing you the Amazon link. But there's a $40 pack of them, and there's also Pringles. Ketchup. Pringles.
Wow. Gnarly.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll go $40 out of pocket for chips that are a family size. Oh, wait, there's an $11 pack of them. Nice. Right, but $40 for 4 bags is less than $11 for 1 bag. That is true. It's actually $43, so it's $1 less.
There you go. Quick maths.
Yes. Sure, it's $40 for 4 bags of chips. Definitely not a ripoff. Like I spend like $100 for every bag of chips. That's the cheapest chip I ever saw. Like, wow. Canadians are really friendly. Like the stereotypes are true, man. $40 for 4 packs. Wow. That's really friendly. You know how it is, buying chips, spending $100 on just 1 pack. You know how it is, buying chips. Yeah. Before we get off chips. Yeah. Do you want to do a quick improv? A quick improv? What do you? Yes, a quick improv. What do you mean by like you want me to become like a character? You want me to? Yes. I mean, like I don't really like have a character. I pretty much just am me, Okay. I don't have like an improv or like a speech prepared. Okay, well, let's just do us eating weird chips. Okay. Okay, let's. Okay. Wait, mom. We're gonna pretend to eat weird chips.
The first flavor of chips, I would say barbecue.
That's the normal flavor of chips.
I know. Start with that and go up. Right?
Okay. First off, let me get my exclusive bags of chips here.
Okay.
Oh yes. I ordered them too. They should be there in like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Oh wait, did I just hear the doorbell? It's right over there. So Yeah, I'll get you. There should be like red at the door, but let me get my
Okay.
barbecue.
Okay.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Chip.
All right, we got some
It's
chips.
like no, it's not barbecue. It's barbecue. It's something weird. I don't know what it is. Let me.
It's Jamiroquai. It's Jodeci.
Oh wow, this is like every like. Do you taste that too? Like wait. Wait. You got the government secret.
So I could see the chips.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Well, actually, now I'm eating some yogurt.
this is supposed to be a chip unboxing, man. I know you like probiotics, but come on, man.
It's really thick. Can you see it? It's on the spoon. It's really thick.
Oh wow, that's some good yogurt, man. Oh my god!
I have an audition for eating yogurt later, man. That's true. That's a true story. I have to after this. I have to do an audition for eating yogurt. I messed up my hair with those stupid glasses.
Wait, right beside you, I think there's like some wasabi chips that you may try.
Okay,
You should try them.
all right.
I'm gonna eat my avocado chips. You know, I never like. Oh my god!
Wow, spicy.
It tastes worse than avocado. Oh my gosh! I just had avocado lays. Oh god! Oh.
Avocado lays, is that a thing? Are those real?
Oh my god! It's changing me. It's changing me. I'm becoming something I don't want to become. Oh my god! What am I? What am I? Tell me, what am I? What am I? What have I become? The chips. The chips. They were so bad. God. Would you fix this?
That's a pretty good chip impression.
The chips were so bad. It turned me into something disgusting. Something that was just moisturized. Oh my god. It was so bad. Oh my god. What have it done to you? You're becoming a magician.
There you go. There you go.
Well, that was it. That was starting to become corny way faster than I would have thought, but
Hey, you gotta try a joke. You never know if it works until it doesn't work.
yeah. And it did.
That's all right.
But hey,
we had a good time.
Yes, we did. And tell your friend Captain America that I stole his shield.
There you go.
We got the vibranium to fix it. You know, it's still cracked a little bit. But you know, I'm starting to mold it, getting it straight. Yeah, but if he wants it back, he'll have to pay me like $1 trillion for it. But yeah, I stole it from him, so
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, just tell your old mate that I'm putting a one. Okay, but besides that, before we get off, let's start by telling where we could find you.
Sure. So Google's the best way because that brings up everything. And just Google my name, Jason, Zlatkus, Zlatkus, Jason Zlatkus. That's it. And you'll find me. You'll find my IMDb. You'll find my Facebook. You'll find my tax reports and my mugshot, and all of that's on there.
Okay.
You'll find everything you ever wanted to know. I don't know what else is out there. It's a bunch of junk. It's YouTube and TikTok, and there's nothing good out there. But you'll find it. Yeah, you'll find all the not good stuff and the good stuff too. And when I say by not good stuff, is like I don't have anything on TikTok, but it brings up an account. That kind of stuff. But yeah, the IMDb, all of that's findable on Google. Jason Zlatkus.
Okay, and guess what? I'm way far ahead of you. Guess what I just put in? The Google search link for Jason Zlatkus.
There you go. Man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Right.
That's a pretty good technique. I got to learn how to do that stuff. Again, you're inspiring me to up my game, Jalen. You got it, man.
Yes, I am far more ahead of you, but you still didn't answer my true question. I asked, where can we find you?
Los Angeles. That's the
where?
place. Where in LA? I mean,
Stop. Don't.
Where the actual district.
Tell us your
Anyway,
address.
somewhere in
Tell
Hollywood.
us where
That's
to
about all
find
I
you.
can say.
Tell us your location at all time. Tell us. Tell us you use coffee safety.
There you go.
Well, you do use coffee safety, so there's nothing to be worried about here. But thank you. And can you stay in the back room for a second while I do my outro?
You got it, brother.
Yes. We love Jason. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Right there, I could still see him. He's probably checking something right now. Yeah, I see that smile. I see those teeth. Yeah. Yeah, you don't think I could see right? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that check back. Yeah. Oh wait, I saw that again. Why? I'm gonna ask you about that later. But hey, guys, thank you again for joining me. Thank you. And yes, I did win the Rice Awards. Thank you very much for voting. Thank you. I see you. You're trying to see my computer. I see you with the X-ray glasses. Yes. But if you haven't already, subscribe and like the video. Make sure you do. Make sure you like the video. If you have subscribed, make sure to like. Tell your friends to like the video and tell your friends to go to my channel and subscribe at JALEN Says Live Show. Make sure to do that. And also, if you guys do want to help me with some stuff, you could also go to Cash App $ Jalen Says. Here's my beautiful mommy.
Hi, you guys. He won the Rice Awards.
Just told you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. But I'm so proud of him, and thank all of you guys for loving him. Oh, I appreciate you guys so much.
Yes, thank you guys a lot. And Jalen Says TV, now live for whatever you do, content creation and more, whatever you do. It's incredible. It's on a lot of platforms, a whole lot of them. I mean, a lot of them, as you see. But yes, it's
Thank you, Jason.
Yes, we see you down. We see you smiling. Point.
Yeah, we see you down there.
We see you smiling. Yes, we do. But also, wait, just scroll down with your hands.
Okay, you have to do that, honey.
No.
Thank you, Jason.
But also,
and thank you, everybody. I love you guys. I just appreciate
subscribe again. And yes, we won the Rice Awards. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. And also, I want you guys to very much like the video again. Tell your friends to subscribe. Hit the bell if you guys do want to get notified of everything. Thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you for congratulating me. Yes, thank you.
I have dumb arms. I love him, you guys. I love you guys for loving him. Thank you, Jason.
Keep your hand like this.
Okay.
Keep your like this, and then like this, right? Got it? Keep your hand. No, keep your hand together.
Okay.
And guys, stay tuned